Welcome everyone to the Matrixlord212 live stream. I am Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
All right, so we got a lot of things to cover in here. I figured rather than do multiple casts, let's just put everything in there.
Just throw it all on the table.
A live stream, whatever. So we have a lot of things to talk about. One of the things is that there was a report on the set of Scream 5 that someone has COVID. Now, a few people got COVID on set of Scream 5. So what the hell does that mean? Supposedly, they are still going to resume filming, regardless that it's there. I don't know how that's possible, because technically they should, shut it down. But these companies are not. They're done with this whole situation. And I think that's
I think they've actually become so damn tired of, okay, we're going to finish this come hell or high water, and
right.
And granted, if the person worsens, we can work around it. So.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. It's like, if you keep this is a hot topic, because again, you can never do a movie then if somebody gets sick right away, and then you cost you tons of money. The movie would never happen.
Now, this is the problem: is it actual COVID, or are they showing signs of the antibodies for COVID?
All right, well, let's go. Let's get the thing. Okay, so
that's the whole thing. Now, if they're just showing the antibodies, then do what you need to do. Now, if they're really down and out and sick, yeah, fine, shut it down.
All right, so let's see what happened. Three members of the crew have tested positive for COVID-19. The production isn't being shut down. Rather, after a weekend break,
so the production team. So they've been pretty much the only three who are close proximity to each other. So.
But they're next to the actors. I don't understand. Filming will resume Monday. The site explains that different departments have broken up into group pods that have little to no interaction with other groups.
There we go.
And that production on Scream, unlike the Batman, does not have to be halted due to the fact that the crew members who tested positive were in a primary pod, which includes the actors, director, assistant director. Okay. Obviously, they say what's important here is that everyone's health is being protected. Deadline notes the three Scream crew members who tested for COVID-19 will immediately be quarantined and undergo more testing. Contract tracing is also being practiced. Okay, so this is what I don't understand. I know you're saying that they're in pods, meaning, okay, you guys go film with David Arquette, you guys go film with Nev Campbell, you guys go film with whatever, right? But they're all using the same equipment. Like,
if they're doing what we're doing at blah blah blah, which I'm not going to state the blah blah.
Yeah, don't state.
If they're just literally nuking it with alcohol, sanitizer, and all that, yeah, it's gonna be safe. So long as they keep the items clean,
right?
It'll drop it. It'll at least they'll be safe.
I just don't see how they're doing something different that no other movie's done, where every movie is shut down but them. That's kind of it.
Because the other movies, they probably have a closer, all their actors and work crew are probably have to work closer together than Scream. With Scream, they've got like, okay, you guys work on this little section, you guys work on that little section, and the twain shall never meet. Where other movies, it's like these 50 are working with these 50 on any given day.
Right. Now, there's other stuff to report. Scream Factory is bringing Sam Raimi's Army of Darkness to 4K. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a thing for 4K, so I can't get it. But I mean, that's good though for people who have that. So I want to talk about the Supergirl thing because
Yeah, I heard it's going to be canceling after this.
well, it's going back and forth with some are saying that it wasn't canceled, it was self-ending, but then they're saying it was canceled. She had a baby.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Melissa Benoist and you know and her husband Chris.
Okay, it's going off the air. Let's just say it that way. It's going off the air after the 6th season.
It's off. So here's the thing. Now you lose Arrow, you lose Supergirl, right? You lost two major. So now, how can the Flash continue by itself? Because supposedly his contract was not renewed yet.
Well,
so the Flash is probably going to end.
I'm sort of torn about the Flash. I'll be quite honest. What they did to the actor who played Ralph Dibny, I still think that was dirty.
Well, here's the thing though. They're still having him. They did a reversal. They're going to have him in the new season to say his goodbye and somehow do a thing where
but still, I don't care. I mean that was done
That's
dirty
scummy.
for him. That was real scummy on the fact of the Flash, and here you've got this actor who everybody kept on patting on the back, saying how great, and then what happens? These tweets come out that are like 8-9 years old, and they stab him in the back. And
that was wrong.
That was wrong. So I'm sort of torn about wanting to come back to even watch the.
See, but that's the thing. It's like, it looks like everything's going to get canceled. It looks like Legends of Tomorrow is going to end. Superman's going to be on.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like taking over Supergirl.
Yeah.
But it looks like Flash is going to end. Batwoman probably won't survive.
Yeah.
Season 2. Nobody gives a shit about that.
No.
So, it's going to be a thing where you're going to have just one show. I mean, even Black Lightning may be canceled. You're going to have one show representing
one episode of Black Lightning.
I know, and you're going to have one show that's going to represent the Arrowverse that they tried to retitle the CW verse, which is stupid. So you're going to have Superman, and that's it. And then they're going to have to they're going to have all new shows with the superheroes or not.
Well, Supergirl's ratings were going down, and they're pretty much doing. I forget what classic show is doing it. They said it's best to go out when you're still at least on top.
I mean. So I think there's going to be an overhaul. I think what's going to happen is they're not going to do away with superhero stuff altogether. They're going to have new shows. I think that they're going to replace all these other shows. I think
I'm just hoping that people are not getting burnt out. And I think that's half the reason why a lot of these series are going bye now. People are getting burned out on superhero shows. If they have it, maybe I'm going to say each season. But you have only like 2 shows each season, and when those particular shows go on hiatus, then another thing of shows come in and take their place during their hiatus. I honestly believe people have gotten so burnt out on. Okay, let's see, we got Legends of Tomorrow on tomorrow. We've got Flash and Supergirl. And people are going, I'm tired.
Too many.
They've got far too many.
And now Marvel's starting to flood.
Yeah.
Now WandaVision looks great.
Yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then you got Loki. Now they announced that Nick Fury is going to have a series.
Richard E. Grant's joining Loki too.
And you got Nick Fury's going to have his own series.
Yeah.
And Moon Knight and She-Hulk.
Now is Fury going to be the Samuel L.
Jackson? Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was going to be Samuel L. or they want to do it.
There's also talk that they really going to knock everybody on their ass. Supposedly, they want to bring Agent Carter into the future, where it's her, like young, here. Which
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm the type of person. Carter does best back in her own time zone.
Wow.
I think if they bring her forward, it's going to kill.
That's going to confuse the shit out of stuff because she had a life.
It's not confusing, but it's going to kill the interest.
Oh, it is going to confuse it because she had a life in Captain America. Like they had kids and she died. She grew old. So now, what are you saying now? Because
keep her back in time. Keep her back in time where she belongs. I know how that sounds. Keep her in the kitchen where she belongs. But no, keep her back in time where she belongs.
So we'll get demonetized again.
I know, but keep her back in time in her proper time, and I think the interest would remain big because people love period pieces, basically.
Well, I mean, they do, but for some reason, the last season of Agent Carter, the ratings weren't there. I mean, maybe it's just lackluster stuff. But
what was it going against, though? That's what I'm also thinking.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Or how was it scheduled? Because we all know a lot of times when networks start feeling like you really want something else in this time slot, they'll start sticking certain shows in which they know is crappy time slots.
How do you feel with everything going on now with this whole situation, pandemic? Because everything is delayed again. Like all the movies are delayed, the New Year's is delayed.
I'm honest to God, it is.
I mean, New Year's not happening; it's virtual.
To me personally, if the only thing they're showing are the antibodies, pretty much just nuke everything with alcohol, nuke everything, scorch earth it, clean it, and continue on.
Right.
Because
I mean, we heard overseas it's bad.
I'm walking around work, I'm walking around the mall, and I'm damn sick and tired. People walking around like this, and I can picture, and we're all pretty much ODing on sanitizer and other stuff to clean ourselves, and I can understand fully how people are going to succumb to just the common cold.
I mean, I'll wear it, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it.
I am.
I'm done. I'm so done with it that, like, I enjoy my days off at home without a mask on. The thought of here's the thing: the thought of going in, having to put that on, that's a downer. Like, if there was extra hours available, I might not because I have to wear.
There was a customer I was walking by yesterday. Like, what was yesterday? Yesterday was Friday. Thursday, my bad. And the customer had her mask down, and she went to go like this. Don't sweat it. It's as you see. My mask was like pretty much like, I'll be honest, it was like right to here. Don't worry about it. As you can see, the way my mask is, I couldn't care less. And that's how I said, "Oh my God, somebody's got a mouth."
I mean, the numbers are so ridiculously low that they need to just stop. Honestly,
if they continue on being as low as they are, then
it's just non-existent in some cases.
Then they need to drop the mandatory mask down to voluntary and allow and I'm going to say this much, and allow the businesses to decide whether they want to continue on with the way they want to follow.
They need to bring back indoor dining 100 million%.
They do.
Just stupid now. The theaters, it's like they're picking and choosing. They want to send people house to house for the Census Bureau, but you don't want them to go up trick-or-treating.
It all has to do with
They're not telling them they can't. They just said they shouldn't. But how about kiss my ass?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I think what's happening, a lot of things now, a lot of corporations are they're trying to create these rules that are not really real.
Yeah.
Because they're having too much sense of control.
Yep.
And it's getting to be where they really don't know how the virus works, or they're really not talking.
It's the way it was from the beginning. Nobody knew how.
They're not really communicating with the government, obviously, because they're doing their own thing, and it's not really the right thing. Certain companies. I'm not saying anything, but I'm just saying, I know. It's just sickening, and people getting way too controlative or whatever. Like, just I'm starting to lose my patience with things. But it is what it is. We're all going through this crap.
Yeah, because like I said, it's at the standpoint now that it should be up to the business to decide whether they want to keep the mask thing. Whether they they already made stance back indoor dining to a lot of the.
See, but that's the thing. That's the thing that I don't understand. If a company makes a mandate that they're not going to say anything to a customer about not wearing a mask, then why is the employee have to wear the mask? Like, in other words, if they're so scared about the customer, that they don't want to have a battle, a legal battle, so they're letting everybody come in with a mask. That means without a mask. That means you're not protecting the
what
employees.
they need to do. This is
No,
what
but here's the thing: they're not protecting the employees because now the employees have the mask on, they don't. That's not fair. Like that's discriminatory. So it's either everybody has the mask on or nobody has the mask on. You can't say certain groups can be with masks and certain groups can't. That's not fair.
What they can
That's
do,
discrimination.
What they can do is do what I've seen over here at one of the shopping centers. I won't say which one, which is near me. Starts with a W. And the second word starts with an M. But a competitor to a bullseye. But I'm
right.
I'm not going to say anymore.
We understand what you're saying.
Yeah. But when you walk into this the store, they ask you if you want a mask or not, and I always say I'm good, and they let it be.
Just go in without a mask, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it's funny how some people will say, "Oh well, the customer won't give you COVID, but if you're not wearing a mask, you're going to give people COVID." They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, obviously, because again, that's the stupidest statement. So now this is like this is a discriminatory thing because again, if a worker gets sick because people come in without masks, then that worker should be able to sue.
But the problem is it honestly due? Problem is now we're getting to a gray area. Is it due to COVID, or is it honestly due to? And I just demonetized this.
It's either everybody wears the masks or nobody wears the masks. You can't say, "Oh, you can wear it and you can't wear it." Now this is not legal, not right.
Well,
you cannot say that. You cannot separate.
Look at the gal who went to her son's baseball game, and because she happened to not be wearing a mask, she was taken away, and it was outdoors.
And you know what they tell you? You don't have to wear it outdoors. That's another thing. That's so weird.
And
it's getting to be ridiculous.
It was also reported that one of the cops, their mask became askew. They held off on fixing it, and one of the cops also did not have a mask altogether.
This is getting to be insane. Honestly, you either all wear it or you don't wear it.
I will give this business heads up for one thing. They ceased doing let's do the whole corralling people in and out, because we've all seen the barrier.
That's another thing that's extinct. Is the social distancing is just expired. That anybody that says that they're not practicing it. They can make announcements over their loudspeaker. They're not practicing it at all. At all. Nobody is. So I don't care what anybody says. They're not.
When I go to,
it's impossible. Certain stores are so small, it's impossible for them to practice it.
Yeah.
You go to the supermarket, everybody's up everybody's ass. There's no way you could be 6 feet apart from anybody in a supermarket.
And you constantly hear these announcements over the intercom. Attention, customers! Please remember this place wishes you to wear your masks, and remember the social distancing. And I'm thinking, I look around. People are within arm's reach of each other.
It's impossible. I go food shopping, with Sharon. It's impossible. Everybody's on top of each other. The only place that's respected is the cold cut line, believe it or not, which is ridiculous. Yeah. But everybody else in the aisles are up your ass, on the line or up your ass. In fact, even with the little markers, people don't obey that shit anymore because they want to put their shit on the counter and be right fucking next to you. They don't fucking care. So they'll fucking fuck the shit on the bottom and they'll fucking go online.
I always tell the people who have grown so damn
people
tired.
Are done with this whole situation. Done.
Yeah, they're done.
People are done. I had somebody screaming at me when I'm walking to the bus. Right now, the bus or the train you have to wear the mask, or else you're not allowed in. And if you don't wear the mask, you get fined $50. Right. So it sucks because you walk in, right? You don't have to wear the mask, but then every time you come near somebody, you have to put the fucking mask back on.
Screw that.
Every 5 seconds, right? Somebody walks near you, you got to put the fucking mask on.
Fuck
you go. They have outdoor dining, people eating. You got to wear a mask about when you pass them, right? So I said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave the fucking thing on because I'm not gonna take it off 20 fucking times, right?
Yeah, you should.
I'm just gonna leave the fucking thing on." So this guy's screaming at me from his car, "Take the fucking mask off!" Right now, everybody's temper's high, right? Yeah. I didn't say anything, But the next time I may say fuck off because I'm tired of like let me do what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do. Go fuck yourself. Like that thing. You know what I'm saying?
I saw this little, at least somebody posted this on Facebook a few months ago. It says, basically, you're wearing a mask. You're 6 feet apart. If you're 6 feet apart, then why should you care about somebody wearing a mask? Plus, another one I saw a few weeks ago was all these people are griping about people not wearing masks. Shouldn't these people be dead by now?
But here's the thing, they don't understand, right? If people hand you money and you take it and you don't have a glove on, you can have it from that. Like it surpassed the mask and it surpassed the gloves and it surpassed everything.
That's what I love.
So, I mean, that's I got tested. I didn't have it.
You missed a few applicants.
I got tested. I don't have it. So no motherfucker's going to tell me that I'm giving anybody to anything because I don't have it. Period. So I give the finger to that person. So like whatever.
I've never been tested, so.
And you know what? If I have to get tested all the time, that thing with the nose screwed me up, man. That screwed up my nose for over a week. It's still not right.
Damn.
Right? Still not right. Still having trouble breathing through it ever since that thing happened. But they stick that shit up there. I can't stand it. That hurt a lot. That's not meant. You're not meant to stick shit up to your fucking brain.
Mm-mm.
So
they could have easily taken a cotton.
Well, I did the blood end, and I did that too. So there's no room for error.
A cotton Q-tip, tapped around at least on the inside portion, and it would have been good. They don't have to go. We're probing.
So we're gonna turn our focus now to video games because I gotta say I have some fucking gripes with the video games because here's the thing. I pay for PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, right? But here's the thing. If I fucking pay you for 6 months and I don't owe you shit, stop trying to take money out of the fucking credit card. Yeah, so now every single time I have to go in the damn PlayStation and select not to fucking do it. Every single month. It's getting to be annoying with that, right? So, like, they kept doing it. Like, and do you need to charge the credit card 3 times a day? No, not really.
No, you don't.
Not really, no. I paid, like, have a fucking computer system.
Okay, here's your 6 months thing. Boom, we charge it. Here's another 6 thing.
But the thing is, like, it's paid for months. You don't need to charge shit. Get a fucking awareness, common sense that you don't need to charge. So thank God my credit card doesn't charge me over limit every time that happens. But the thing is, I was annoyed with that. So, and the thing is, like, now lately the connection sucks. Because you know how they held back the even on YouTube, the whatever. So how could you play PlayStation Now if you fuck up the connectivity? Because you got to stream. Yeah. So like I'm playing Frogger Returns or whatever, and the fucking thing's fucked up. And I'm like, well, how the fuck am I gonna play this now? Because the thing's getting all choppy and all kinds of weird and shit.
I know at least once today and a couple of times yesterday, I get either knocked out of the chat or I get this little error message that's booted me out. I'm thinking, come on, people.
Yeah, the connectivity for PlayStation sucks. The Facebook layout sucks because here's the thing. Now, every time I want to send you a message, it was always you were on the top because I talk to you the most, right? Yeah. They don't even put you in the thing. I have to search for you now in Messenger. Like you don't even exist. And the navigation is horrendous for Facebook. Horrendous for the Messenger. Like I don't know where they get this shit from. People I've never talked to in like 5 years, they put them at the top of my thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I don't know what's going on with Facebook. That sucks. YouTube with their flagging shit sucks and holding shit sucks. And everything they do, like where they unsubscribe people to your channel and then you got to get them to resubscribe.
Yeah,
that shit sucks too.
Now, right now with my contacts, you're the second person down.
That's the way it should be.
And then Paul DeMarco of Totally 70s is the top one. Which personally, I think you and him need to be switched places because I very rarely even.
Like that's the way I did it. I would invite the members of the Real Whovians through Facebook Messenger. Yeah. But now it's going to be where I can't find anybody. And they used to tell you when you were online. Now that my thing doesn't. So I
Yeah,
don't even
that's
know if
what I've
you're
been
online or not.
noticing, too. That's what I've been noticing too. Is
I don't even know if you're online. I don't know who's online lately.
yeah. Let me look at this thing one more time here.
We are gonna do a real Whovians cast.
You got a little green 14M next to your name here.
Yeah, obviously I'm talking to
and
you.
then DeMarco's got a little green dot. Brian, Brian
Well, just not giving mentioning names because we're not allowed to mention.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning their first name. I'm not. DeMarco is like pretty. Everybody knows him pretty much. Yeah, my sister's showing nothing. Yeah. But that's pretty much the way it is. So
yeah, so I mean that and all right. So we're gonna have to do a real Whovians cast because there's been some stuff that's happened that we need to address in the Whovian community. Unfortunately, certain things, but Doctor Who too. So we're not gonna talk about it on here because again, I haven't had a real Whovians in a while. So we are going to jump right into it on this a new link to the StreamYard. All right, thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.